Hey everyone, it's CL bringing you another late night Saturday update on how I'm doing with my no spending challenge. It's about 11 p.m. Saturday night, so by the time I'm done filming this video and kind of edit it and get it posted, it most likely will be around the 12 o'clock a.m. time, but that's okay as long as I get it up. So when I reflect back on how I did this week, honestly, I can't really remember what I did, what happened. This week totally went by in a blur because I have been working so much at work, putting in a lot of long hours, and the days really went by so quickly. So in that sense, I did well with the challenge because I wasn't tempted with anything, because by the time I was done working and getting my household situated, I was just tired and I was sleeping, or I was just watching TV and just kind of relaxing when I could. So as far as the no spending, I am doing well, but at the same time I do have to be honest and tell you that I am ready for this challenge to be done. In all honesty, I could use another month on the challenge. I think that it would allow my bank account to get ahead, but I don't think I could do another month, in the sense I feel really restricted. Even though I'm doing really well, I don't think I can do it another month, and I'm just kind of ready for that, for it to be over and for the pressure to be over of having to monitor myself, because some weeks are harder than other weeks, but overall I am very happy with how I'm doing. And my husband, I know last week he kind of had trouble with a lot of temptations, but he is doing really well as well. The only thing that we have kind of caved on recently, as in today, is renting movies from the Redbox. So we rented 4 movies today, which was $6, and that is an extra, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm okay with that. We are doing really well. But one of the things I do want to share is that, as opposed to work and being overworked and not wanting to do anything, when I do come home and there's those pockets of free time, my husband and I have gotten into that show Oz. It's an old show. It's on HBO. They have all the seasons up on HBO right now. So my husband and I are binge watching whenever we have free time. Instead of like watching just regular TV, we turn on HBO and are binge watching episode after episode of Oz, and it's really good. It's about prison life, oversimplifying it, but it's about life in prison and the crazy nonsense that goes on in there, and it's really good. If you haven't seen it, and if you have HBO, I highly recommend it. And it's one of those shows that's incredibly violent, and at first I was like, ooh, this is really violent, I don't know if I'll end up liking it. And then once you get a few seasons in, you start to get invested and you start calling out your own hits to the TV. Even though the series is over, I'm calling out my own hits at the TV, saying who should die and rooting for these prisoners to essentially shank each other, because you get invested in those characters when you follow a series. But that is a nice distraction. I'm glad that we have HBO and that there's a few shows on HBO that we like to watch consistently. But as far as keeping myself distracted overall, I think I'm doing pretty good. It's kind of nice that since I haven't been going other places, I've kind of been focusing more on my personal goals, in the sense I've been listening to a lot of, when I can, I've been listening to a lot of motivational speakers, and one thing that they like to emphasize is don't settle for average. And that is something I absolutely do, is that I feel very content where I am, but can my situation be better as far as what I want in my career, what I want in my personal life, what I want as far as my health? Absolutely. So in my spare time, not so much this week, but in general, I've been kind of focusing more on my goals and plans to live a above average life, or to have an above average life, in the sense that I'm not settling for content. So in that sense, I'm very happy that this challenge was able to allow me the time to kind of reflect on things more internally, more personal. And that's what I like, because being on this no spending challenge, I was able to eliminate those distractions of wanting to go somewhere, wanting to have fun somewhere, wanting like physical things. So in that sense, it's a real big win for me, and I really like that. I am gonna do one more update after this one. I believe Wednesday is the last day of the month. Whatever day the last day of the month falls on, I'm gonna post a final video pertaining to this no spending challenge, and I'm gonna bring to you all my final stats. How much I ended up spending on extras for this month, how much I ended up saving in comparison to last month. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that to you. Might be a short video because I'm not sure if I'll have much to talk about other than those stats, especially because the last day of the month falls within the work week. So I don't anticipate that I'll be doing anything special during the work week other than working. So September is going to be an extraordinarily busy month. My kids going back to school. I have a lot of stuff going on at work for a few months, and just getting everything situated. We're gonna be moving in, I want to say a year. That sounds like a long time, but there's a lot of things I have to get done. We have to drastically downsize, so I absolutely have to get started on that sooner than later, or we're going to be really stressed out, because I know once we hit like the 6-month mark and figure out where we're going to live in particular, I need to start looking for schools. I need to start finding movers, and it's just a lot of stuff that will be happening starting next month and ongoing. So that is my update for today. Not really much of an update in the sense I didn't really do anything but work and come home, watch some TV, and that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.